All right, welcome to Math 2355, Mathematical Applications for Business. This is spring 2022. I'm Dr. Barry Smith. I'll be your instructor for this class. My office is in PS 130. This is my phone number. Go ahead and leave a message. Best way to contact me, though, is through my Casper College email address. Now, be sure to use your Casper College email address, too, because due to FERPA, I have to reply to a Casper College email address and can't reply to an outside email. These are my office hours that I'll be in my office. If you're coming in my office, PS 130, you have to wear a mask via Zoom, though. Here's the Zoom link and here's the passcode. We can also talk, after class as well. You've probably seen the short video here. We're looking at the Moodle overview now. This is a mom login. So you click that video and it shows you how to get the MyOpenMath login credentials to do the homework for this semester. Announcements will be posted here throughout the course. Course documents, we have the syllabus, of course, read that completely to make sure you understand that. We have the calendar of events. Now, this is going to be, tentative. Ideal situation, we're going to be on schedule for all these dates. Unideal situation would be either behind, or most ideal would be ahead. But we're going to look first at chapter 6, and then we'll hopefully take the first exam around to February 8th, and then chapters 1 and 2. There's 2 sections here and 4 here, and we'll take that on the 9th, and so on. So everything again will be done before May 12th. We have math study skills. So for you've been in my classes before, that's kind of a PDF, talks about, brain-friendly study tips, as well as how the brain works, growing dendrites and things like that. And you'll be posting on those throughout the different modules. Here's our textbook. So, we can click that and it'll give you the actual textbook for the class. So it's a free book. Helpful links, since you're going to do MyOpenMath this semester, you need to click into that. So when you get in, the MyOpenMath login video will show you that you need to register as a student, go through all that, and then you'll get your login credentials. And then later, you'll type them in here in Moodle, and then it'll be linked permanently. And so then every time you click into a MyOpenMath feature in Moodle, it'll already have your login. You don't have to worry about remembering your credentials. We have the Digital Learning Center, the Help Desk Information Technology, Disability Services, Tutoring Study Resources, and Student Handbook. Then we have some motivational videos, why we can all succeed in math. And so, go ahead, watch those if you would like. They're pretty good. They're also not only just math related, but also, life as well. Useful websites. Khan Academy is probably not as good in this class because you'll have to search for certain things, but it's there. Desmos, which is our online graphing calculator, and TI-84 calculator help. If you have other calculators, you'll have to figure out how to get those on your own. Now, all the modules will be similar. First one will be a little different. We'll have an introduction to post, and again, by January 30th. It's not the end of the module, it's by the 30th, so be sure to get that done. Then the syllabus quiz, again, by the 30th. So those two, when it says marked as done, those count as points, and so you don't want to lose points, and so you want to get everything that has marked as done. And a math poll, answer that honestly. If you hate math, click on that. If you love math or anything in between, click on those. Then your first assignment in MyOpenMath is this. So once you get your login credentials above, then you can come here and click that. Now, because I've logged in once, it automatically logs me in. So you won't see the login thing here, but you just type in your username and password, click, go, and basically you'll get into the center of MyOpenMath. And so then basically it's kind of learning how to use the different things in MyOpenMath, how to use, expressions, fractions, square roots, all kinds of stuff. And so that's just to kind of help you entering things into MyOpenMath, since we haven't had that before maybe in your classes. All right, so going down further, once we get that done, then we have outcomes, some finance example videos, and then we have the textbook. So we have 6.1, we have video lessons, and we have homework and quizzes. So we'll have those. Again, those are marked as done, so those count as points. And then we have, again, the section, some videos, homework and quiz, and then go on and continue down. Then we have chapter 6 quiz, which is kind of an overview of all the sections above, and it's kind of like a chapter review a little bit. And then we have a show your work. So that's a special thing, and basically it's kind of more of a applied problem. Sometimes what you have to do is work the problem below here on paper, and it's not showing up on mine for some reason, but that's, oh, here's the first question. There we go. Fill it out, and then what you're going to do is you're going to write it on paper, take a photo of it or whatever, and then upload it here, and then submit it, and then I'm going to grade that by hand on that. So it's not graded by hand or automatically in my Open Math, but it's one I have to actually look at and grade myself. So that's the show your work. And so there's going to be show your works throughout the semester that you'll have in each section. Getting down a little further, the study skills journal, that's going to be, you post about that math study skills I talked about earlier, about the dendrites and the different brain friendly techniques, and you'll post in here on how you're using them based on whatever the prompts are. And then you'll have a pre-exam self-reflection and a post-exam self-reflection. I can't click in those, but basically, are you ready for the test? Did you cram at the last minute? You know, where are you pre? Then after you take it, then it'll open up, and then you can do the post as well. And then the rest of the module is pretty much the same thing, you know, textbook, video lessons, homework quizzes. You know, here's some things, you know, different items. There's going to be throughout the semester a calculator note, worksheet for linear regression. And I don't think any of the items are open, but there are also going to be some Excel lab kind of items, and there's going to be through each section. So there's going to be some for, you know, chapter 1, chapter 6 or other, and then chapter 2 here. And so there are going to be some Excel problems you have to do. We'll talk about those in class before you do them. Then you have the chapter 1 and 2 quizzes, which is really just your review for the test. And this one has 2 show your work, because there's something from chapter 1 and something from chapter 2. Study skills, pre and post exam, and that's really how the rest of the modules are going to go. So if you kind of look down here, you'll see the same thing throughout the rest of the book here. Now, this one has extra sections for this. I need to unmark that as done, because it pops up for some reason as that first. I have to figure out how to undo it. But these are extra ways to look at logic. And so you have 3 sections to read there if you want something beyond what our book has in itself. But yeah, so that's that. And then at the very end, we'll have our last chapter exam, and it'll be just basically, instead of the final, we'll have our last chapter exam. Hopefully that helps you get through Moodle. If you have any questions, please let me know. Here's to a great semester.